Hi everyone, I'm Donna Louise and welcome to my channel for the love of puzzles. Today I'm very excited for this video because I'm finally starting the first bag from the current largest commercially available jigsaw puzzle in the world, titled Travel Around Art from Grafika. Now, if you haven't seen the video of me unboxing, or should I say unpacking that puzzle, I'll leave a link in the description below. I suggest you go watch that first. Today though, I am starting with the first bag. Now, this is the poster, the image of the section I'll be working on. It is actually section number 19. I'm not doing them in numerical order as the manufacturer has listed them. This is our little panoramic poster, and the section that I'm working on corresponds to this bottom corner right here. That's what I decided I was going to do first. Now, I don't have an idea of, like this picture right here, is that about 500 pieces, 400 pieces? I'm not sure. There's 2,000 pieces per bag, but at the end I'll do the math and I'll get like an accurate number. I'm assuming it might be a little bit maybe lower, maybe even higher. I'm not sure. I don't really know what I'm getting myself into, but I've reset up my area here where I'll be puzzling. Some things that I may have to change after I do the first video is the white background that I puzzle on. Does it need to be darker? My camera, does it need to be higher or lower? So bear with me in case this first video isn't the best. I did a test video using another puzzle and it looked good, so I'm hoping it'll be good for this. Now, what I plan on doing while I'm puzzling and assembling the video during the time lapse, I'll do a voiceover and I'll talk about the different works of art that are in the section that I'm working on. So I won't go into detail about that now. I will do it during the during the time lapse as a voiceover. If you want, you can just mute me. That's fine. However, but what we will do right now is let's open this first bag. Let's have a look at the pieces. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. The first bag. Okay. It's okay. We're okay. I can do this. I will get through this. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Okay, so I've never done a puzzle from Grafika before. I'm not too sure what to expect. Let's just let some pieces come down here. These are nice. These are a good thickness, these pieces. I'm pleased with that. The colors look beautiful. The cut looks nice. I see like no prong, two prong. I'm hoping there's like a variety of cuts and pieces. There's the 3-prong castle piece and a 1-prong piece. Okay, so it's like the standard pieces we're used to, nothing wonky donkey. My goodness, where to start? I don't know. Okay, I'll sort using my table. And I'll probably do quite a thorough sort to start with on this first section. And it'll be interesting to see what I change or how I do things differently in subsequent sections, or if I stay to the same process. I'm thinking I'll sort as detailed as I can, like the boxes, the floor, this little molding on the wall, the plant, the various pictures. It might be a bit difficult to determine, like if I get a gold piece, which frame it's from to start with. So I may have to put them to the side. Oh, okay. I'm starting to ramble. I'm nervous. I don't know why. It's just, I need to consider it 27 different puzzles rather than one large 54,000 piece puzzle. But yeah, I'm excited to do it. Okay, so for the love of puzzles, let's get going with section 19 of Travel Around Art, the first bag of many. The first painting in this section of the puzzle is called Death and Life by Gustav Klimt. I can't pronounce his last name properly, I'm sorry. Now the thing is, it's considered his most important figurative work. And that's something, I guess, that he described himself. And it's his largest piece. It's about 2 meters by 1.8 meters. Now, he created it in 1910, and he actually won first prize at a 1911 International Art Exhibit in Rome. But for some reason, he became unsatisfied with the painting. So in 1915, he started to make changes to it. Now, it had already been framed, so I guess when you inspect the painting close enough and you can kind of see next to the frame in that, you can see that there's differences. So for example, the current photo is quite gray, but the original background color reportedly was once more gold in color, and you can kind of see some gold tones come through the gray. And I guess also he gave more ornamentation to both the death and the life sections of the painting. It's quite interesting. Now, I found a lot of information on the Arts and Culture Google site, which was very helpful, so thank you to them. This painting is currently housed at the Leopold Museum in Vienna, Austria. A little description that is written on this website says, it features not a personal death, but rather merely an allegorical grim reaper who gazes at life with a malicious grin. This life is comprised of all generations. Every age group is represented from baby to the grandmother in this depiction of the never-ending circle of life. So yeah, it's quite interesting. I love the juxtaposition of the darker colors and the more brighter, colorful colors. So that's the first painting in this section of the puzzle. The second painting in this section of the puzzle is The Glass of Wine by Johannes Vermeer. He created it around 1661, and it's currently housed at the Gemäldegalerie at the Staatliche Museums in Berlin, Germany. I am sorry, I know I've totally mispronounced all of that. This painting is about 68 centimeters by 79 centimeters. What's interesting is that on the chair there is a musical instrument called, I believe it's pronounced chitarrone, and I guess this instrument frequently occurs in many of his pictures and symbolizes both like harmony and frivolity. So this is the second painting in this puzzle. You can see there's like a nicely dressed young man watching a woman finish a glass of wine with his hand on the jug, maybe perhaps waiting to refill the glass for her. And the final painting on this section of the puzzle is another one from Vermeer. It's Girl with the Pearl Earring, and it's probably his most famous painting. Now, it's currently housed in the Netherlands, in Den Haag, at the Mauritshuis. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, I apologize. I cannot pronounce these names, but that's where it is. And what I found online is that it's not a portrait, but and this is in parentheses, Trony, T-R-O-N-I-E, which is a painting of an imaginary figure. So tronies depict like certain character types or whatnot. In this case, I guess it's supposed to be a girl with an exotic dress, perhaps like wearing an oriental turban is what I found online, and that very large pearl earring. This painting is dated to be around 1665, and it is smaller at about 44.5 centimeters by 38 centimeters. So yeah, two paintings from Vermeer in this section, this one being probably his most famous. And the first bag, section 19, is done. I really enjoyed this. Now, I have a few things I want to talk about, so I have some notes in my hands. Sorry if I look down. The first thing is that it is exactly 50 pieces long by 40 pieces high, so 2,000 pieces. Therefore, I believe the entirety of the puzzle will be exactly 54,000 pieces. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, even though these extra parts here are, well, they're a drawing, they're cartoony kind of style. I'm not sure what word to use. I can't find a better word than cartoony. I feel that the paintings are realistic to their actual true self. For example, in the girl with the pearl earring, you can see the cracks in the painting on the puzzle pieces, and I love that. Absolutely love that. One thing my husband had asked me, and I looked it up, the ratio of the size for the paintings is not accurate. That would probably be too difficult. For example, Death in Life is like, I think 2 meters tall by 1.8 meters wide, but this one here, the glass of wine, is much smaller. It's well under a meter in size. So they're not proportional in size, but that's fine. I also loved that the pieces stuck well together. Now, if you only had 2 or 3 pieces together and you tried a false piece, it may be a little sticky, but overall, that wasn't an issue. Like, I didn't feel at any point, oh my goodness, I have, you know, 50,000 some odd more pieces to do, and this puzzle's gonna drive me crazy. Like, I did not feel that at any point, and it does stay stuck quite well together. As you can see, I can just lift it up there, which is nice. My plan is to divide it up into 4 sections. So 25 by 20 sections, flip them over, tape the back, and store it that way to make it easier to move around and whatnot. No, I do not plan on ever taking this puzzle apart. I don't plan on reselling it. My ultimate goal would be if I could give it away or loan it to somewhere that had a nice big wall, that if they want to put it up to display it, that would be the prize at the end for me. To put it together and have someone want it and want to display it, I think that would be nice. But that's several weeks down the road. Now, what else? My filming setup, the only thing I kind of noticed, because I've sped it up so much, you can see like variations in the lighting, particularly on the wood of my table here. I don't know how annoying or bothersome that is for people to see flicker slightly. I may try to cover up the brown of the table. There's only so much you can zoom in. You have to maintain a certain ratio, so even post-processing, if I cropped, I took away too much of the puzzle. So I'm still playing around with that. I do hope you enjoyed the video. I did the best that I could, but I might try to cover up the shininess of the table for the subsequent ones. Now, I am going to rate the sections easy, medium, and hard. For me, I felt this first section was quite easy. I do worry about some of the other ones, some of the paintings, all the blues, and it's just brush strokes and lots of water. They may take a lot longer to do. But things I was a bit worried about, I was worried that, you know, the frames would be kind of difficult to distinguish, but there's enough differences in them that it was easy to sort the pieces, and you just had to concentrate, like this edge has circles, whereas this one the circles are in the middle, and you know, this one has an uneven edge. And in the end, I got better the more I looked at the pieces and worked with them to distinguish where they went. Also, the other thing I was a bit worried about, there is a lot of just standard 2-prong pieces. There's not that many of the single prong, no prong, 3-prong pieces kind of thing. And I was worried that, oh, that would make it a bit trickier. But like I said, I felt like each piece had enough variety in the shading, the color, the design on it, that really there were very few pieces that I don't even want to say struggle with, but had to take a bit more time to figure out where they went. So overall, even though it's mostly 2-prong standard pieces, so far, at least for this section, I didn't find it too difficult. So I will rate this first section that I did as an easy section. Now, I think that's about it. That's all that I wanted to talk about. Hopefully I've covered it all. So, I will break this one up into 4 sections, tape the back, store it away, and I'll grab out the second bag, which will be in the next video. That will be, I believe it's section 10. It's the one that sits just above this one. Oh, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope you're going to enjoy these videos and see this big, large puzzle come together. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so pleased. I was a bit worried that this would take me like 40 hours and it'd be like 25 before I get the puzzle done, but I think I'm on track to do it at a nice pace, an enjoyable pace. So again, yeah, for the love of puzzles, I hope you enjoy this journey with me. Please consider subscribing, and until next time, ciao!